Okey, Assalamualaikum and selamat petang. Hari ni saya record video quite late lah untuk TKT 125 Object Oriented Programming ni. Okey, hari tu last saya berhenti dekat abstract data type, lepas tu constructor and destructor, and last sebelum awak habis ni adalah second last chapter lah, inheritance and composition. Last awak akan belajar pasal GUI. Iaitu developing graphical user interface based punya applications lah. Okay, so untuk inheritance and compositions ni awak perlu tahu sebab yang dia dalam C++ programming ni dia ada banyak benda yang agak tak sama lah dengan awak punya belajar C programming basic sebelum ni tu. So ni antara benda yang menjadi faktor dalam C++ lah. Okay, inheritance and compositions. Okay, objektif yang awak akan belajar dari chapter ni, awak akan belajar pasal inheritance, and then awak akan belajar derive and base punya kelas yang kita derive daripada dia ataupun base bagi kelas tu sendiri. Redefine the member function of a base class. Examine how the constructors of base and derived class work. Learn how to construct the header file of a derived class. Okay, also awak akan belajar juga macam mana C++ stream punya hierarchy. Explore three types of inheritance, iaitu public, protected and private, and then learn about compositions, iaitu aggregations. Become familiar with the three basic principles of object oriented punya design. Okay, two common ways to relate two classes in a meaningful way are: inheritance is a relationship, composition or aggregation has a relationship. Maksud dia inheritance ni is a relationship, composition ataupun aggregation has a relationship. Okay, inheritance. Inheritance is a relationship. Example, every employee is a person. Inheritance allows creation of new classes from existing punya classes. Derived classes is a new classes created from the existing punya class. So kita ada base class. Untuk hasilkan derived class adalah derived punya classes. Kita akan create derived class ni adalah kelas baru yang di-create daripada kelas base class tu. Maksud dia daripada kelas yang sedia ada wujud sebelum tu lah. Okay, base class adalah original punya class. Derived class inherits the properties of its base classes. Okay. Inheritance helps reduce software complexity. Single inheritance derived class has a single base class. Multiple inheritance derived class has more than one base class. Public inheritance or public members of base class are inherited as public members by derived punya class. Okay, inheritance can be viewed as a tree-like or hierarchical structure between the base class and its derived punya classes lah. Okay, contoh yang sini ada shape. Shape ni dia ada circle, lepas tu dia ada rectangle, daripada rectangle ni dia ada square. So yang ni adalah derived punya class, yang ni base class rectangle, base class lah. Inheritance can be viewed as a tree-like or hierarchical structure between the base class and its derived punya classes. Okay, syntax of derived class name, member access specifier, base class name, and then buka tutup macam biasalah awak punya class, and then ada member list. Member access specifier is public, protected or private, iaitu normal dia dalam default dia adalah private lah. Okay, private members of base class are private to the base class. Derived class cannot directly access them. Okay. Public members of base class can be inherited as public or private members. Derived class can include additional members, data, and or function. Derived class can redefine public member of functions of the base class, applies only to the object of the derived punya class. All members variable of the base class are also member variable of the derived class. Defining iaitu overriding member functions of the base class. To redefine a public member function, corresponding function in derived class must have the same name or number or type of parameter. If derived class override public member function of the base class, then to call the base class functions, specify name of the base class, scope resolution operator, function name with appropriate parameter list. Okay, redefining member function of the base class. Okay, rectangle type, length double, width double, set dimension double, get length constant double, get width constant double, area constant double, perimeter constant double, sampailah rectangle type double. Okay, you unified modeling language class diagram of the class rectangle type. Okay, box type is derived from rectangular box type is derived from rectangle type and it is public inheritance. Also override print and area. So sekarang ni awak ada box type, yang ni adalah yang ni derived daripada rectangle punya type. Okay, box type height double, set dimension double, void get height, area, volume, print, box type. Okay, yang ni rectangle, yang dia adalah derived punya kelas daripada ni box type adalah derived punya kelas daripada rectangle type, and also dia override print and area punya functions ni. Dalam print dengan area, dalam rectangle type ni ada print and area, so dia override balik dalam print and area dalam box type ni. Okay, and then derived class constructor cannot directly access private members of the base class. It can directly initialize only public member variable of the base class. When a derived object is declared, it must execute one of the base class constructors. Call to base class constructor is specified in heading of derived class constructor definitions. Okay, yang tadi constructor of derived and base classes, yang ni kita belajar pula apa benda destructor in a derived punya class. Destructor used to deallocate dynamic memory allocated by the object of a class. When a derived class object goes out of scope, automatically invoke its destructor. When the destructor of the derived class execute, automatically invoke the destructor of the base class. Header file of a derived class. To define new classes, create new header files. To create new derived classes, include commands that specify where the base class definition can be found. Definition of the member function can be placed in a separate file. Multiple inclusion of a header file. Use the preprocessor command in #include to include a header file in a program. Preprocessor processes the program before it is compiled. To avoid multiple inclusion of a file in a program, use certain preprocessor commands in the header files. Okay, C++ stream classes. Okay, iOS is the base class for all stream classes. Contains formatting flags and member function to access or modify the flag setting. Okay, iOS awak ada iStream and then OStream. And then bawah iStream ada ifstream, bawah OStream ada offstream. Istream and OStream provide operation for data transfer between memory and device. Istream define the extraction operator and function get and ignore. OStream define the extraction operator which is used by cout. Ifstream or OStream object are for file input-output. Header file ifstream contains the definition for this. Derived class protected members of a class, derived class cannot directly access private members of its base class. To give it direct access, declare that members as protected. Inheritance as public, protected, or private. Assume class B is derived from class A, with class B member access specifier A. If member access specifier is public, public members of A are public in B and can be directly accessed in class B. Protected members of A are protected in B and can be directly accessed by member function and friend function of B. Private members of A are hidden in B and can be accessed only through public or protected members of A. If member access specifier is protected, public members of A are protected members of B and can be accessed by the member function and friend function of B. Protected members of A are protected members of B and can be accessed by the member function and friend function of B. Private members of A are hidden in B and can be accessed only through public or protected member of A. If member access specifier is private, public member of A are private member of B and can be accessed by member function of B. Protected members of A are private members of B and can be accessed by member function and friend function of B. Private member of A are hidden in B and can be accessed only through public protected member of A. Okay. Hari ini sambungan untuk masih lagi dalam inheritance and composition. And then hari ini untuk composition, saya masuk sambungan dia lah. Okey. Untuk memudahkan pemahaman, sebab ini adalah sambungan, untuk memudahkan pemahaman, saya nak cerita sikit pasal inheritance, sebab inheritance tu adalah ada kaitan dengan composition ni lah. Okey. Untuk inheritance ni, untuk composition, dia adalah paling senang kita nak faham, dia adalah has a relation ni. Has a punya relation, maksud dia has a, bukannya has a relation, tapi dia menggunakan has a, dia punya hubungan adalah has a. Paling senang kita nak faham, contoh kita ada kelas vehicle. Contoh kelas vehicle ni kelas kenderaan lah. Okey, setiap kenderaan mesti mempunyai enjin, tayar ataupun apa-apa lain lah, macam bumper, macam itulah. Okey, so kita akan ada kelas, okey, kelas vehicle. Kelas vehicle. Kelas vehicle. Kelas vehicle. Maksud dia sekarang ni, okey, dalam kelas vehicle ni, has a, kita nak bagi mudah faham, has a, vehicle has a tire, contoh. So kita ada kelas tire, macam itulah. Okey, selain itu kita juga ada kelas engine. Kelas engine. Okey, so sekarang ni, vehicle has a tire. Vehicle juga has a engine. So dalam ni barulah dia dipanggilkan, yang ni semuanya kita compose dalam satu kelas, iaitu kelas vehicle lah. Okey, sebab tu dipanggil composition. Okey, composition ataupun aggregation adalah has a relation. Maksud dia has a relation ni, every vehicle has a tire, every vehicle has an engine, and then it's composed all under vehicle punya kelas. Okay. Then kita sambung. Arguments to the constructor of a member object are specified in the heading part of the definition of the constructor. Composition itu aggregation. Member object of a class are constructed in the order they are declared, not in the order listed in the constructor's member initialization list. They are constructed before the containing class object are constructed. And then kita masuk object oriented OOD, object oriented design and object oriented programming OOP. Okay, the fundamental principle of object oriented design are encapsulation yang kita belajar sebelum ni. Encapsulation combines data and operation on data in a single unit. Inheritance, create new objects, classes from existing object. Existing object itu classes lah. Maknanya yang ni new object inherit the existing object before polymorphism. The ability to use the same expression to denote different operations. Okay, OOD and OOP. In OOD, object is a fundamental entity. Object-oriented design, object is a fundamental entity. Debug at the class level. A program is collection of interacting object. OOD encourage code reuse. Yang ni OOD encourage code reuse. Object-oriented programming implements. Object-oriented programming OOP implements OOD. Okay, so maksud dia bila kita buat object-oriented punya programming, kita implement object-oriented design. Okay, so C++ support OOP through the use of classes. Function name and operators can be overloaded. Polymorphic function or operator has many forms. Contoh dia division with floating point and division with integer operand. Inilah. And then templates provide parametric polymorphism. C++ provide visual function to implement polymorphism in an inheritance hierarchy. Allows runtime selection of appropriate member function. Objects are created when class variable are declared. Objects interact with each other via function call. Every object has an internal state and external state. Private members from the internal state, public members from the external punya state. Only the object can manipulate its internal state. Identifying class, object and dia punya operations lah. To find class, begin with a problem description and identify all nouns and verb. From the list of nouns, choose the classes. From the list of verb, choose the operations. Maksud dia kita nak define kita punya kelas, kita akan based on nouns. So kalau kita senaraikan dulu nouns, kita akan pilih kita punya kelas lah. And then daripada list of verbs, kita akan pilih kita punya operation lah. Verb ni sifat nouns adalah kata nama lah. Okay, suppose we want to write a program that calculates and print the volume and surface area of the cylinders. State this problem as follows. Write a program to input the dimensions of a cylinder and calculate and print the surface area and volume. Nouns are bold and verbs are italic. Okay, maksud dia sekian ni nouns kita, kata nama kita adalah program, dimensions, cylinder, surface area and volume. Verbs kita adalah yang italic. Write, input, calculate and print. Okay, kita punya yang ni adalah input, calculate, print. Okay, from the list of nouns can visualize a cylinder as a class, cylinder type, from which we can create many cylinder objects of various dimensions. Okay, these nouns are characteristic of a cylinder, so they will not be classes. Dimension, surface area, volume. Next, determine 3 pieces of information about this class. Operation that an object can perform. Operation that can be performed on an object. Information that an object must maintain. Okay, from the verb, list possible operation that an object of that class can perform. Mana kita daripada verb tu, kita list possible operation yang objek kelas boleh perform ataupun telah perform pada dirinya. Maknanya for the cylinder type classes, for cylinder type class. Input, calculate, print. Dimension of the cylinder represent the class data. Okay. Identifying classes via nouns and verb from problem description is not the only technique possible. There are several other OOD object-oriented design technique in the literature. Okay. Summary. Inheritance and composition are meaningful ways to relate two or more classes. Inheritance is a relation. Single inheritance, a derived class, is derived from one class called the base class. Multiple inheritance is a derived class derived from more than one base class. Composition has a relation. Private members of base class are private to the base class. Public members of base class can be inherited either as public or private. Derived class can redefine function members of a base class. Redefinition applies only to object of derived class. A call to a base class constructor with parameter is specified in the heading of the definition of the derived class constructor. When initializing object of a derived class, the base class constructor is executed first. In composition, any aggregations lah. Class members is an object of another class. Call to constructor of members object is specified in heading of the definition of class constructor. Three basic. Yang ni kita cerita sikit. Untuk composition ni dia boleh jadi ada dua. Satu adalah composition tu sendirilah, composition. Satu lagi dia adalah aggregations lah, aggregations. Okey, ni composition ni yang kita cerita tadi, compose dalam satu tu, and then dia ada aggregations lah. Aggregation ni nanti akan saya cerita macam mana awak boleh dapat dia punya apa yang dimaksudkan dengan aggregation tu. Okay, and then three basic principle of OOD: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. To find classes, describe the problem, choose classes from the list of nouns, choose operation from the list of verbs. And then tu adalah kita punya last bagi subjek ni lah. Bagi chapter ni. Okay, so sampai jumpa lagi pada next punya lecture.